Just waiting for Naimov to make his way from backstage, probably getting his final look from the commission, signing onto the gloves. Everything should be ready to go here.
That's one of those things, you know, that we talked about earlier. The commission's got to make sure everything is crystal clear in order for you to get in here and do work, go to work.
Now, for those that don't know, it's not that, you know, sometimes, you know, they're faulted, the commission, but you know what? They've got a job to do to ensure the fighters are safe. There he is there, Muhammad Naimov, 1-0 in mixed martial arts, born and raised in Tajikistan. He's 24 years old. He stands 5'9". He's repping freestyle martial arts. He won his MMA debut via knockout in November. Was it his knockout? He was a ref stoppage in round 2. He's also competed on the amateur circuit. He was 5-1 as an amateur.
Yeah, this is a powerhouse kid. This is a kid that's well-rounded. He's got a lot of power, and you got to expect that. You know, with the guys that he trains with, the team that he comes from, these are guys that love to bang, that like to put your lights out. And so you can expect that. You saw that in his debut, and you can expect that here tonight again.
He's from Tajikistan. Have you been there?
I don't think I have.
We were in Kazakhstan for the last Titan FC show, but never been to Tajikistan, so...
I know I missed that, Joe.
You missed it. You were missed. You were missed. Let's take a look at the tail of tape and how these two gentlemen stack up against one another. Melendez has got 5 professional fights, although he's 1-4. Naimov is undefeated, even though it's 1-0. If you take a look there, the height, only a 1-inch height advantage and a half-inch reach advantage. Our tail of tape is brought to you by He's a 10. It's his turn. Men's Miracle Hair Care. Naimov now making his way into the cage, getting into the red corner there. We're going to get this one underway. Some crazy action here in the featherweight division. Into the cage we go. Rudolf Roman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is in the featherweight division, scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man walks in with a record of 1 win, 4 losses. He's an expert in boxing and jiu-jitsu. He weighed in 146.4 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, ladies and gentlemen, Harrison Razor Melendez. And across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, this man walks in with a record of 1 victory and no losses. He is a mixed martial artist who weighed in 146 pounds. Fighting out of Tajikistan, ladies and gentlemen, Muḥammad Naimov. And when the action begins, your referee, George Alonso.
Give you guys instructions and questions. Remind you to protect yourself at all times. Most of it, obey my instructions. Any questions here? Come here, come here. I didn't say for you to go anywhere. Good luck.
What's up, George? Let's take a look at the fighter breakdown brought to you by Titan XXL Bullies.
For Melendez, I think he needs to keep this fight standing. If he wants to be successful, he's got to be able to keep it standing and work here. And for Naimov, man, he just got to throw that hand out, put the jabs in, change levels, and get the takedown.
Naimov is stalking his opponent right now, getting right in his kitchen, keeping the hands up, boom, throwing those kicks.
He is, but Melendez has got to check these kicks here. Those aren't just low kicks; those are calf kicks.
Yep.
You take 3 or 4 of those, it just shut down the whole movement in that leg.
Is that a Henry Hoof thing?
You know what? Oh, wow.
Nice overhand right there, attempted there, but he got in there right away. It was Naimov.
We play with it here in the gym, you know, but Henry's an old school Dutch kickboxer. He likes that. Yeah. He likes that thigh knee. He likes that low kick.
Nice inside trip there by Naimov, taking his opponent down to the ground. We'll see what Razor does from his back now.
Beautiful takedown by Naimov, and this is what I expected him to do. Get the takedown and go to work here. And you can see he's throwing those big power right hands to the body already. And he's working that left hand. He's looking to kind of try to trap that. But Melendez is doing a good job of keeping the guard closed right now. But he can't get that arm trap, but he's got to look to open if he wants to make his way back up to his feet here.
I think he's got an overhook there on the right side. That's probably the hand position he's going to have to use, because if he doesn't use it correctly, he's not going to be able to get back up. He's got his legs closed. But Naimov is able to make some separation here. Now throwing some elbows.
Yeah, he's a
Legs are
powerhouse.
open.
He's a powerhouse on top, and if he gets on top position, it's a nightmare for you to get back to your feet. But Melendez is making a couple of mistakes here. Why are you do with the overhook to his head? You know, you need to look to dig underhooks, open that guard, try to get your hips out, and so you can scramble back up to your feet here. This is not the position you want to be against the cage here, because your opponent can rain punches and elbows down at you at any time.
Melendez's face is already all red. Of course, not just the squeezing, it is the punch. He's trying to spin out there with his hips, trying to set up an armbar there, but Naimov already saw that coming. 1-2 punch landed there. Loading up with his punches, bringing his arm back. Still trapped against the cage here, using his hips to keep his opponent at bay. Trying to get away is Melendez. Trying to break the posture, keeping his opponent's head down, but every time he moves to one side, the other arm comes up from Naimov and the punches are being thrown.
Yeah, but one thing about Melendez, though, is he is doing a good job of controlling the amount of damage that he's taken. He hasn't taken serious damage right now because he's in bad position. This is where opponents usually get beat up and cut up, and he's doing a good job of kind of avoiding that by continuously holding on to his opponent here and not giving him that much separation.
2 minutes to go here. Opening round scheduled for 3. Titan FC featherweight division here. Both these guys will one day have or attempt to have an eye on that title. Competing in our main event, Jason Suarez defending his title for the first time against Caio Uruguay. They're moving from one side of the cage to the other slowly but surely. A minute and 42 seconds to go here. Melendez can't seem to get away from his opponent. His opponent just continues to break his posture and keeps him at bay. Do you think Naimov should potentially try and clear those legs, or just remain comfortably here and continue to win basically on points here?
I would say he was doing a good job on his feet, actually. I think this is just where he's comfortable because he's in complete control of the fight right now. But I would say let him back up. You were landing strikes. You were landing those powerful low leg kicks.
Now he's cleared the legs. Now he's in mount, Kamaru. He's got a minute to go here.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's be honest. This is not the best position to finish opponents in. Yes, you can finish here, but if you look at MMA mount, there's not a high percentage of finishes from the full mount unless you're just a jiu-jitsu wizard.
Yeah, you can use the punches to try and get your opponent to turn his back, which is basically what happened here. Saw that coming. You're right, Kamaru. He was loading up, waiting for his opponent to step off to the left here. Back to the back. They're back on their feet now.
See, look at that. If you look at his leg, look at that 2 low leg kicks. You see how red his legs are? I would attack that. Attack it again. Throw a jab in front of it to disguise it and throw one more powerful low leg kicks.
Doesn't have much mobility, Melendez, right now. He's not really circling away. He's not riding his bike. He's stationary. He's probably trying to load that right punch, but trying to look at where his weight is. He's just moving back. He's not moving on angles tomorrow. 10 seconds to go.
They spent a lot of energy down there on the ground. Melendez trying to keep his opponent's control. And Naimov, wow.
Tried to do a Showtime kick there off the cage. He just missed it, but a nice attempt there, at least by Muhammad Naimov.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is a guy that he's really putting it all out there. He's having fun in the cage right now.
Is he talking to you?
Yes, he is.
He said something.
Yeah, he's having fun in there right now, man.
All right.
And that's what happens when everything's going your way. You're having fun.
Did you need me to remind him he's a featherweight and you're a welterweight?
No, I think he was simply just letting me know that,
absolutely, he's having fun.
I do what I want in here.
Look at that. Nice attempt there. He got some extension with that right leg, Kamaru.
Man, these athletic freaks right here. Athletic freaks. I remember a time where I used to be athletic like that. Not anymore. This man is old here, you know. I wake up in the morning and things starting to, crack and pop nowadays.
If you feel old, how do I feel? You are about to fight for the UFC welterweight title.
That doesn't mean I don't feel old, Joe.
That is it. They called the fight, Kamaru. They called the fight here. It's over. He's coming over the cage.
Hey, it's your time.
He's talking to Kamaru Usman. He said, it's my time?
Yes, he did. He said it's his time. I mean, everything went right for him there.
Absolutely.
He got the takedown when he wanted. Even standing up on his feet, he was landing jabs. He landed a couple of crazy low leg kicks. And, man, they called it.
I'm wondering if there was an injury from those low kicks, but if you could look up and down Melendez's body, it is red everywhere. But we saw towards the end of the round his mobility was basically gone. So I'm trying to find out exactly what the referee did or what was discussed in the cage to say, you know what, he cannot compete anymore.
I don't know, man. You know, this is MMA. You know, the hidden things that you don't see. I think it's because he's not really moving his left arm. I think something might have happened.
And beating him in the back there. Lots of redness there. He did take some punishment, of course, on the ground here. But kudos to Muhammad Naimov. He said it's his time. His time. We're going to get the official word now. We're going to go back into the cage momentarily here with Rodolfo Roman.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest comes to an end. 4:59. It ruled a TKO in the first round for your winner, Muhammad Naimov.
Muhammad Naimov improves his professional record to 2-0, undefeated in mixed martial arts, earning a TKO stoppage here at Titan FC 52.
Man, what an amazing performance by him. I mean, he went out there, he was comfortable. You can see it, just 1-0, but he was comfortable in there. He did whatever he wanted. He was landing jabs, he was landing low kicks, and when he felt like it, he got the takedown, and he was able to finish the fight.
Very impressive. Very impressive, at least in his Titan FC debut. We'll see what happens. He said it's his time, and he gets a